finished the story!
And we are back. Don't even do that shit again.
I didn't this time.
Yeah, I know you did it, mate. I know you didn't. It's just him.
You told me off last time.
But yeah, I left it in on the edit as well. Because you did.
No, yeah, sorry.
But yeah, we are back, and as you can see, with a new look today, trying something new, all that jazz. I lost my train of thought now. You and your fucking clap.
I clapped like 20 minutes ago. Why are you still on it?
Because remember, I've got a special. I've got a special brain. Remember. Alright.
You have got a special brain. We all have, to be fair.
We all have, all three of us, to be fair.
But yeah, yes. So off the back of the Clash of Castle weekend, and then obviously a very interesting end to Raw last night as well. But before we jump into it all, how are we doing this week, fellas?
I'm doing really good, mate. As I saw my own auntie and uncle that I've not spoken to properly for about 10-15 years yesterday, so it was really nice, mate. Really, we went and had some food, had a proper catch up. It was really lovely. So I'm in a really good place today, to be honest.
Good. Matthew, how are you doing, my friend?
Better than I was last week. I had some bad news last week with family, but I'm feeling more optimistic this week. So all good, especially after last night.
Rob was very good.
So yeah, much better this week. How are you, matey?
Yeah, good.
Just on the back
Sure,
of
even
that,
after Clash.
On the back of what you just said there.
For now.
All right.
Okay, well, we'll go through Clash. We've got our thing, so we'll talk about it as we go on.
Yeah, but what did you want to say, Ted? He's asked me how I'm okay after Clash. What did you want to say, mate?
So based on you having a bit of bad news last week and stuff, Matt, me and John got you something that I'm going to send to your phone now. And say we paid for someone to basically give you a message to help cheer you up. So if you want to just pull it up on your phone, it's only a 43-second video, but I think you'll enjoy it. Even though it doesn't say it's from me and John, it is from me and John. But that's not.
I've got Dan Housen on my phone.
I'll send you the link. There we go.
Yes, hello, it is I, Dan Housen here. Very nice, very evil, very famous. You know me from the internet. Nice to Matt Housen from Robert Housen. My co-host. Matt has had bad times lately. Love the video pep talk. Alright, well, I don't know how to pep talk people, but I'll tell you what, I'm very hot. It's hot and humid here. But I will send you my very nice, very evil best potion of powers of some sort via the internet. Internet potion, I guess. I don't know what it would be called. Anyways, I hope you feel better. Enjoy a big bowl of soup on the house. Just tell them it's on the house. I don't know, it might work. And may your enemies be cursed, and I wish you better days. And well, yes, that'll do. May your enemies be cursed. Goodbye.
Oh, guys, that was madness.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Dan Housen me wishing we were all that sick. Oh, I didn't cry it all out last week. I'll be in tears now. Cheers, boys. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's
what I'll
alright.
do is, as it's saying, I'll put it on the thing as well.
I was going to
so you
say,
guys-
down to yourself. You want to put it in the video or not, mate? It's up to you.
Yeah,
it's up to
that's
you.
cool.
I will do.
But yeah,
you was better. No, I did say I had some bad news, but to do with Dad. But we're trying to get on with it, trying to push forward. So I really appreciate it, boys. That's proper cheered me up. That. Cheers for that.
Yeah, it's all right. So it was Ted's idea, and yeah, so we're gonna have some, which I need to sort you the money out for, Ted.
That's my business, so it's cool. But yeah, I was torn between two. We were torn between two, and then I made the executive decision on who I thought would give you a better the best video. So it was between him and Joe Hendry, and I thought you'd enjoy Dan Housen more.
No, either way, man. That's sick for you to do that, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That has cheered me up. That's done the job.
It did make me laugh. I did in the brief. I probably I showed John the brief I sent over. I did say it was from us both, but I'm happy you've enjoyed it, pal.
Sure.
Thanks, guys.
I should have worn my Dan Housen t-shirt today. as like a little hint.
You should have. That would have been amazing.
I wouldn't have got that.
No, you wouldn't have picked up on it at all. But when you were sitting going, oh, what is it? And I would have been sat there going like that.
So you need to go and find somewhere that does soup, and just saying it's that someone's took that Danhausen song. It's on the house.
It's free. It's on the house.
Yeah.
I'll do it in London. I'll do it when I go to London on Thursday for work. I'll do it then.
Show them the video.
I'll show them that and I'll go. Danhausen said it's free. So I need some.
Yeah. But no, glad it's put a smile on your face, mate. Obviously, we'll dive into it all. But obviously, we know what you've been going through this week, so it's glad it's something to put a little smile on your face. And that's it. But I mentioned t-shirts. Let's get the obligatory part of the week out. I have to remember now, guys. Also remember when you put your hands up, we've got smaller squares now, so we don't have our full box anymore because I've had to shrink us down.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So try and keep your hands to in your face. But yeah. So and do you know what's good? Because I go, hey Matt, what shirt are you wearing this week?
Yeah, we don't know which way we are.
So what we got on?
I've got Bray Wyatt shirt on. It's an older one, but I thought it was
fitting.
It was very apt for what we're discussing today.
Matthew.
But I've received finally my new t-shirt.
Big Bronson.
So I'm happy. I've got all my t-shirts now, so happy days. How about you, my friend?
I have got one on. Sorry, I just went for a drink. I need a drink. I am wearing my Judgment Day shirt today. I would have worn my Bray Wyatt shirt, but if anybody has been tuning into us for a while, would have heard my rant about my Bray Wyatt t-shirt. And I need to sit and play out in the sun for a little while before you can see my print. We're affiliated with them. So if you do want to go get some merch, some of the new Wyatt Sicks shirts are all on there now. There's the new Seth Rollins shirt. I'm trying to think what else. Obviously there's a new CM Punk shirt.
That CM Punk shirt's really nice.
Big excited on them ones.
But yeah, if you want a big Daddy Drew shirt, go get one. Use our link. As you can see, we're affiliated with them. The link will be below in the description. And while you're there, if you've not done it already, hit the subscribe button, which will be down that way, unless it flips us when we edit it. And hit the bell while you're there to see when we're going live. And you can see on the channel as well, Matt's planned in the next lot of live streams. We've just done one this weekend for Clash. Go back and watch it and see our reaction to the stuff. And also the rest of the social medias there. Go give them all a follow, like, whatever it is you do on each of them. Thank you.
Do you know with the live stream this weekend? I really, really, honestly enjoyed it so much. I had such a good laugh. It was such a good time. And I really enjoyed doing my video the next day. I felt more at ease and more at peace doing the solo video the next day because we'd done the live stream and we're kind of back in the swing. But yeah, I just want to say, but you made it very good for me, mate. It's been there. Been there.
Do you know what is good as well for us as a channel? People returned from previous streams.
From your
and it seemed like they were waiting for the stream to get going. Which it seemed like one person at the time, but that's one person returning, and we're much appreciated for him returning. And he sticked in for the whole stream as well. Chatted in the chat, debated with Matt in the chat, and it was cool to have him about.
He went like ATC, what a lad, absolute hero. What a guy.
It was meant. We have got Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
30th for us, 30th for the US. Obviously, it's on the first for us, so we're in the.
Is it that late?
UK, and it's 1:00 in the morning. The money in the bank on the 7th, which is the 6th for people because it's Saturday, and then I'm on NXT. So on the we can change them, but on the posters for both Money in the Bank and Forbidden Door, I've got us all three. I thought we were all doing it. Obviously, if you're not going to, then that's completely fine. I can just take it out of it. But the NXT is probably just going to be me, which I'm fine with.
Cool.
Should be very interesting though. Can't wait. It'd be interesting to see who tricks think we're going to talk about it later, but who Trick's opponent's going to be. So.
I can't wait for tonight. I'm interested in this battle royal.
Yeah, to be fair, that battle royal has spiked my interest as well. I didn't watch last week's.
It should be like an hour long, that battle royal.
That battle royal should take over the majority of the show. I didn't watch last week's. I felt last week was a little bit of a clickbait episode with Cody being there.
It was good though.
Yeah,
it was good. The way he gave his mask to JC Jane.
I read about the little bits like that. Yeah.
With the bit with Sean Spears, Ethan Page.
Have you seen the picture online where they're all like that? The Spider-Man thing. I've seen bits of it and I've read about it. It's just one of them ones like, what's Cody Rhodes doing on NXT? I mean, you don't need to be on NXT, especially like a few days before flying out for Clash. But where do we start? Do you want to start with Clash?
Yeah, we'll start with Clash. Well, obviously, we'll go into it fully because we've done a live stream on it and we did our thoughts after it. So if you want to go and see that, go back and you want to see our thoughts there and then on it, and go back on it. We're going to try something different this week. We're going to try and do but we've got a few topics we're going to talk through, and then I've asked them for a top 5 again. But we'll talk about Clash. Now, I did have it up, and I haven't now. So,
I was very harsh with my rating of it.
Yeah,
I want to put my rating back up. I want to put it. I'm putting it back. I'm putting it up to an 8. It's going to get an 8 from me. After watching New Japan Soul the next day, it was about the same quality as that, and I give that an 8. So I think that's the fair representation.
Have you got your table up as well, Ted? Ready?
Oh, I have. I do have the table in front of me. Thank you for reminding me.
I already know.
So,
are you top? Is this why you already know?
Yeah. Me and you got 2 right, and John got 3 right.
Boom!
You know what? With the one in the Snapchat lads as well, I won because I changed a few of them before the event, thinking that's what's actually going to happen. So I went with Damien. I changed my mind, and I went with the Unholy Union as well because I changed my mind on that as well.
All right.
So that's annoying.
Yeah, but you didn't change with us, Ted.
I didn't change with us, so I'll leave it as it is. But
don't accept that.
I need to go with my gut there and then. I need to not do what John used to do.
Used to do, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I can do is, if you want, the rule is, if you want to change it, you can change up till Friday at 6 p.m.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That thing.
So we're doing the Friday 6 p.m. or are you allowing an hour before pay-per-view?
I think Friday, because you've got a chance to watch SmackDown at that point, which...
Right, so 6 p.m. Friday. Yeah, that's fair enough. Because then SmackDown, if you watch
you haven't got a chance to watch SmackDown then, have you?
Yeah, no, but that's it. That's the whole idea of it, because SmackDown could change your views on...
Oh, got you. Okay. Okay, got you. Okay.
I mean, someone could get a beat down, so like when it's Solo against Cody could get a beat down on Friday, and you're like, oh, hang on a minute now, he's injured, and da. Yeah, right, yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
And then we can do it. I mean, we'll edit this out. Then we can do a TikTok to update the peeps on what we changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so go on, table wise, where I'm at the bottom then.
No, me and you are second, and John's first right now.
So we're joint bottom then.
Yeah.
Just like my Euro Fantasy Football League, right in top.
I'm bottom with that as well because Mbappe doesn't show up. So the first, obviously, we had Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles open the show. Very good I Quit match till the end. Now, everything I've said on the end of that live stream we did the other day, I kind of don't agree with everything I said. Cody AJ, I agree. This is the match I still agree with. The match was great until the end. The end was crap.
It just doesn't make no sense.
It needed something. Yeah, it needed something. Plus, the way it all ended was crap. Plus, apparently AJ got injured in that match. From what I've read. I don't know whether it's true or not, but there you go. But my question to you guys is coming off that one, is Cody's reign boring? And obviously, who do you want to see in face next, whether it's Money in the Bank. I reckon at Money in the Bank it's going to be a 6-man tag. I reckon it's Orton, Owens,
Yeah,
Rhodes.
there's too much
Bloodline.
concentration on they don't want to take the concentration away from the actual briefcase matches.
Yeah.
And no, I don't think it's boring. I just don't think. I mentioned this on the stream the other day. I don't think the right people's there right now. I don't get me wrong. There's some absolute superstars on there. 100% agree with you. Obviously, like with Carmelo Hayes and stuff like that, and Logan Paul, and so we've ran Logan Paul. It was an alright match.
Kevin Owens.
Right, but we've got Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are stuck in this massive feud with the Bloodline that don't seem to end yet. So they're stuck with doing that. You can't exactly stop that dead in its hole for them to jump on the Cody, because we need a heel turn for a start. Solo, I personally, as much as I love Solo, you know I do, I don't think personally Solo's in the right place right now to be classed as a challenger to Cody.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other people off the top of my head now. I don't think like Carmelo Hayes and stuff. He's come off the back of coming up from NXT. Let's run him in the mid card USA title for a little while. Put him in a Money Bank match. Get him over a bit more with the main event or the main roster crowd. I don't think it'll be very long. I honestly think, and I'm not me personally, but I do think a lot of fans that are complaining about Cody's run are waiting too much on Roman's return.
Yeah, we are, and it's starting to show. It's just sad in a way. Like, so you've got people doing great work right now that they say that's what needs to be copied, needs to be concentrated on right now. Well, yeah, I agree with that, mate. They say that there's too much. These like WWE are like hyping it up as well when they know that it's not going to happen for a while. There's no way Reigns is coming back anytime soon. I wouldn't have thought anyway.
Do you know what they should do? And it works to a degree for some people, and some people it doesn't. And Roman, I think, will be fine. Stop talking about him. So tell Solo, like script Solo, to tell him that Paul that not allowed to mention Roman again. He's the chief now. I don't want to hear about Roman. Commentators, stop acknowledging that he's not here and we're waiting for him to come back. Let's try and focus on this new bloodline and try and push them as high as we can in the heel phase, and then when the fans forget someone's away and then they come back, the pop and the buzz for them is a lot higher.
I agree. But it's Roman.
Yeah, it is Roman, but
regardless,
if we stop mentioning them on TV, no matter when you keep mentioning them or you don't, it doesn't matter. When Roman returns, the pop's gonna be massive. But if you think about it, we're watching. I'll just use Money in the Bank as an example. We're watching Money in the Bank in a few weeks' time, and we hadn't heard Roman's names uttered in weeks, and we've fully gone in and focused on the feud between the Bloodline, Cody, KO, and Orton. And Roman returns, the pop's going to be huge because people are going to forget, because they're going to be so hyper focused on what's happening. The pop will be massive. But I reckon it's like we're going down the lines like SummerSlam here. Give him weeks where he's not mentioned.
So here's how you
break mentioned though.
Here's how you break it. Like no, so he's not mentioned anymore. You have Solo break Paul's phone. Like no, because
you just get him to take out Paul. Because Paul's the only one that's mentioning Roman Reigns. Solo's not.
Yeah.
Tama's not. Tongaloa's not.
No one else do every now and then.
Paul Heyman.
He either breaks his phone.
The only thing Tama's doing is doing the weird.
I think
Tasmanian devil.
I don't think Sikoa should take out Paul. I think the moment he takes out Paul is the moment Roman returns.
Yeah. I completely agree with that.
Paul goes into hiding then. Because either way, he's the only one that's mentioning Roman Reigns, no one else in.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think break his phone. That's the way you can keep on TV that way. You just break Paul's phone. That you can't ring him anymore.
Do a lot. Script it where he's with Solo's threatening him and Paul's trying to hide from him, and he runs away in a limo that picks him up.
Yeah.
And it's gone, but then we get a glimpse of the limo driver. It's Jimmy. Paul jumps in the limo and he's like, "Thank you." He says, "Look, the Chiefs told me to come and get you." And that's the last time we hear of Roman for weeks, because they're gone.
Yeah.
That's it. He's away. He's gone. We don't see nothing. Then we get teased on a return, because we're all in unison where the Usos are going to get back together for that little stint to take down this new bloodline, where Jay just keeps getting random phone calls. Jay's caught backstage on phone to go, "No, I'm not interested. And as the weeks go, he's like, "What? Really? Okay, maybe." And then they return, and Jay pops out with them. The pop would be huge. That would settle it. But yeah, take Paul off TV. That's
we don't
it.
really need him right now. In all honesty, it's not.
He's not on. No, he's not on as much as he used to be right at the moment. I do think going forward, though, I think obviously we're going to get something with Solo now, as well. I do think the next proper one that I will be excited about, and that we got teased it on Saturday, is Orton.
Yeah, Orton versus Cody's the next. That's the SummerSlam match that I'm looking forward to. But I hope that's what we're getting at SummerSlam anyway. But yeah, I completely agree. It needs to be. That match is the next big match, and I think that Cody's overall run as champion will die or live based off of how that match is.
Well, it's pupil taking on master match, and it's the old thing, and I think it's got prime for, like you say, a 6-man tag match. They win, they're celebrating in the ring, and I said it the other night. You could turn both KO and Orton heel, so it keeps that little partnership together that seems to be really over. And yeah, KO stuns him and Orton RKO's and that turns the heel, and then that's the beginning of that one. But definitely Orton's next. It's got to be. I think we'll get Solo probably before Orton, annoyingly, but I reckon Orton's the main big one. I think.
Yeah, definitely. That's the one that we want. That's the one I want anyway. I'm not interested in a solo match, like singles match.
Moving on to the women's tag title match. The Unholy Union, which was Alba Fire and my new favourite person in the whole wide world, Isla Dawn. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Shayna and Zoe. Unholy Union won. It's the only Scottish win we got of the night. Spoiler alert, sorry. Match was crap. It was awful. It got saved by the winners because they were in Scotland. I think it was Jade and Bianca that won. I think it'd just be awful. At the end of it, we found out, John did some research and found out that she was trained by some of the greats. I cannot defend Jade Cargill. Now, there was a clip, I don't know if you've seen, I think I sent it to you, John, on TikTok, where the referee told AJ about the rope.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times, yeah.
That side of the ropes was very loose. And then Shayna put ropes were loose, but Zoe Stark managed to do 3 springboards. However, that was on a different side of the ring when I rewatched it back. And they're not all attached together. As far as I don't know.
So you know what's really weird though? So you know that. The referee knows that.
Why are they tighten the ropes up?
Yeah.
Why have the talent not been like? Why has no one told Jay? Because they know she does it. Because she does it every pay-per-view or every match she does. Why have they not said that rope's really loose? Don't do it tonight.
So for me, I'm gonna hold off on saying a time until she has the matches with Bianca Belair, and I'm gonna take it from there because I think that'll be a good gauge on where she is, like when she's doing singles. Because tag team matches, I know it's the same thing you're wrestling, but it's a different dynamic. It's not singles. So I said 6 months before, but nah. I think we need to give her time, let her play out this feud with Bianca, and then come back to me, and I'll come back with what I'm thinking then. So I think.
So, sorry, mate. Go ahead. Carry on. Sorry.
Sorry, but yeah, I think that feud needs to play out before I make an educated decision on that, because we've not really seen what she done up to this point. She was in the Royal Rumble. She's done. Then she's just tag matches since the Rumble. So that I'm just gonna give her the benefit of the doubt.
Had a few singles, actually, that lasted like 2 minutes though.
Yeah,
on SmackDown, right. So it's nothing major. But she came into the Performance Centre at the start of October last year. So that's October till what? Royal Rumble, January. Where I think she was in the match for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
October, November, December. So that's 2 months in the Performance Centre. It isn't really major if you look at it.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, where you compare Carmelo Hayes, who, and I'm only using Carmelo Hayes because it's our trick. Just you can use any of them, or Roxanne, not Roxanne because she did it before, and Cora Jade. Like they've gone longer in the Performance Centre.
That's it. So, but they can go in the ring
So-
now. So
No, I know, but what I'm saying is they've had longer in the Performance Centre to get where they are.
that's what I've
Whereas
just about to
Jade's had,
go.
3 months?
That's what I was going to go to. But because they gave Jade this big hoo-ha, like how many wrestlers have you seen them sign where the Triple H has met or Vince has met them at the parking lot, ushered them in and give them the big VIP treatment, and then they just disappear.
Yeah.
Because they're premier, they are labelling her as the premier athlete and putting her with a premier athlete. Should she on thinking now, should she have spent and done her tenure a little bit more in NXT?
Yeah.
100%.
I said that to you, that she should go to NXT first.
Yeah.
But they won't. They'll put her on the main roster.
Yeah, because she was such a high commodity from them to grab, because of who she was and what she literally
And it was a kick in the balls to Tony Khan.
Yeah, it's a 2-finger up to Tony Khan. They couldn't put this person that they've literally put so much promo stuff in just one little segment that they obviously did disappear on NXT. That would have been like, for me, Cody Rhodes turn up at the WrestleMania like he did, and then Vince put him on NXT for the next 6, 7, 8 months.
It was one of the words.
It just doesn't make sense. You can't give a big grand entrance and then go, you're in the wings for a bit.
They should have kept it quiet. They shouldn't have said anything.
Put her in NXT, let no one talk about her, like, the dirt sheets, no one's on the mentions she's there. Put her in there, or put her under contract and let her go out and work in the indies for a little while.
That would have been good for her.
She should have gone TNA.
Not even necessarily TNA.
TNA.
Obviously, she came in before the partnership thingy.
Yeah,
Put her under contract and let her work the indies but she's under WWE's contract, so she can't sign with no one, but she can do some light work in
it's like what Hardys are doing now. They're not signed by TNA.
free agencies. But we can't. The thing is, though, right now they can't send her back. They can't send her down. They could obviously work. They could work
She's
the
over.
program.
That's the issue. She's over.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the way
over.
she's packaged, absolutely. But how long will they be with her? That's my worry now for Jade.
I think hardcore. So you put them into the 2 categories: the hardcore fans, the fans that Scotland, England, these European countries where as soon as you make a mistake, you're getting booed, or you're getting you fucked up chants. Then you've got the fans, and this is no offence, please don't take this offence. Then you've got the fans like a Raw or a SmackDown in the States where it's you don't get anything, it's you get a cheer for the big ones, that's it. On pay-per-view, depending where it is, you're fine. You're in America for, I don't know, Fastlane or Payback or something like that, you're fine with Jade. There ain't no issue. She's still going to get cheered regardless if she messes up. If you're in the UK, you're in Berlin for Bash in Berlin, that crowd is going to be on you.
Yes, they are.
I think as well.
There's two sets of fans that will accept her and just carry on going what she's doing. There's the other set of fans that will go, right, this is taking the piss now.
I also think that the fans could give her potentially the Ridge Holland treatment if she injured somebody really over.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Rhea
But
would
Sasha
come
did
back.
that.
Yeah. Sasha did it with Paige.
But I mean, I'm not putting Sasha and Jade on the same level. Do not get me wrong. I'm not doing that. But
It happens. I get what you mean. It happens, but I think because of if it's a Big E style injury that's caused,
yes,
then I think
agreed.
that will kill. No matter how over you are, that's going to kill. If you injure somebody that's of like Big E status and popularity, you're done. I wouldn't. I am the next loads of releases. I am waiting to see Ridge Holland's name on there because he's been dropped. The Brawl and Brutes have ended. He's gone to NXT. He's doing a little bit with Chase U.
He's not getting released, Rich Holland.
I won't be surprised if he does, mate. But then again,
he's with Chase. He's in the story now with Chase U. He's in there. He's part of Chase U. That there's other people leaving Chase U and going to break out on their own, whereas Ridge has probably gone with them, so they can help him.
We'll see. I don't obviously Ridge Holland. Don't get me wrong. We spoke about Ridge before. I don't blame Ridge for what happened. Accidents happen, but them sort of injuries and them accidents happen, and obviously when somebody gets injured that's a high popularity, then that can harbour your, no matter how over you are.
Agreed.
Seth went through it when he injured Sting.
Yeah, true. Happy for Alba and Isla though.
Oh, absolutely.
Regardless of what happened, happy for them. I liked them in NXT. Liked them when they were in NXT UK. Not been really given a chance. I said it that the last time they were on TV properly for a title shot was when they lost the titles and unified them with Ronda and Shayna. So I'm glad they've been given a chance to show what they can do now. So, but where does Shayna and Zoe go now? What do they do?
Well,
they've absolutely fucked Shayna up. No one can take Shayna seriously anymore. Forget the Lord of Ice thing, but they're just complete history now over the past few. Exactly. She should have won. She should have beat Becky Lynch for the title at COVID WrestleMania, and she should have held that title for a long time. That's what they should have done. They didn't. They leave it to Becky. Then Asuka took over when Becky went to go and be a mum. And we all know how Asuka does on the main roster. Doesn't do well because they can't book her right. Should have just given it to Shayna and let Shayna run with it. Hell by Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Sammy and Gable. Quality match. Again. We saw Sammy nearly hit Maxine with the haluva kick by accident. And then Gable took her out where Otis realised and then carried her to the back, and that's where Gable lost the match. Bayley Piper. Bayley won.
Big without match for
Bayley.
Bayley. Not for Bayley, for Piper. It showed Piper for what we already know. Like when she's on the Indies, how good she is. So hopefully she gets some title shots and maybe a run further down the line.
Said it on the stream. That was Piper's Damian Priest Backlash 2023 moment. I will not be surprised if she's entered into the females Money in the Bank and wins.
Or Chelsea. It wouldn't surprise me if she wins it and then Chelsea tries to take it off her because they're friends and they share things.
Yeah.
That's the way
that causes a split between them two because then they fight over it. Yeah. But yeah, no, Piper did herself good. Bayley puts on a show, mate. You don't.
Yeah, she always does.
I personally don't worry about a Bayley match. No matter who she's in, it's always a good match. But Piper carried her own side of it as well this week.
Yeah, she did.
And debut of a new superstar. I don't know who that masked.
It was Matt Cardona.
Masked luchador.
Yeah.
It was Matt Cardona. Yeah, it was Matt Cardona.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got skinny legs, skinny arms, and a good ass.
Yeah. He showed he posted a picture on his socials. It was him all along.
Right. Fair play. Then the main event. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. Okay match. Wasn't amazing, but okay match. Damian didn't clear that. people are blaming the ropes again. Damon didn't clear the top rope. Literally what it was as he went to go and do whatever he was doing. He didn't clear the rope.
Middle rope, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't do it properly. It was nothing to do with the top rope or anything. He just didn't do it properly. You're gonna say the wrong man won. However, I think the right man won in the end.
No.
The right man won.
Absolutely.
Because, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why my thoughts first before you are going on, man. Right? Now, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. One doesn't need a title. Doesn't need a title at all. I would not be interested in a world title in that feud at all. Gunther's winning the world title at SummerSlam. He's won the King of the Ring. He's just come off a massive run with the Intercontinental title. There is no way they're having him win the King of the Ring and then him lose to whoever it was with the title at the time at SummerSlam. Gunther's winning the title. So would I want to see Drew McIntyre win the title in front of his home crowd and then lose it a month and a week later? No.
Yeah.
I want Drew
obviously
McIntyre
not.
to win the title and go on for a fucking long time with that world title.
So,
At the same time, I get why people are pissed off.
yeah.
And
So
these people that are going, Drew's annoyed, Drew's pissed off. Mate, one, it's a story, get over it. He knows what's going to happen. He knew what was going to happen before the match. He knew what was going to happen when he signed his contract. Get over the fact that Drew looked a bit pissed off. He's doing the story, he's doing it well. Regardless of CM Punk bit, that bit's all real between them, whatever it is. But the world title picture, there is no way Triple H went, you're winning the world title at Clash, signed contract, changed it. He would have known.
The only thing that could have potentially changed it is, because we don't know the details, and he announced it on the day before, is whatever's wrong with his wife. He might have asked for time off, and Triple H is probably had to say, well, look, I can't put the title around your waist this weekend. I cannot not have my champion on TV. Which, fair enough that way. If that's the case, that's fine. But if it's not, I don't agree. Don't get around. Don't take nothing away from Damien Priest. Said it on Saturday. I like Priest. I have done for a while. I just don't. I know he signed a contract and stuff, but I just feel like he's been shit on twice.
Yeah, same.
It's after last night as well. I don't think Gunther's winning at SummerSlam. I think Gunther's on a hit list because I think the people that were attacked last night. They're going to be hunted by this.
Well, I'm going to get into that in a minute, but I just think it was there just to put
there
big
was
people
two.
in.
It was the fact
attacked everyone.
I'll talk about it a bit more in a bit, but I don't know. I didn't like the ending.
There's no way Gunther is not winning that title at SummerSlam. So after the mammoth run he's just been on, and then he's doing nothing for 2 months. I've done nothing literally for 2 months before going into SummerSlam to face the world champion. After the person he is, no way is he not. Damien Priest is walking out that because Damien Priest is beating Seth Rollins. Damien Priest is beating Seth, and there's going to be a triple threat match.
Yeah, but
Going to keep that on Damien Priest till SummerSlam. That was probably the thing all along that was going to happen, so they can get to Gunther.
Oh, the thing is, I'd rather see Gunther and Seth go for it.
Yeah,
triple threat. I'd rather just see Seth and Gunther go for it.
I'm not bothered. I like Priest in there.
Don't get me wrong, I like Priest, but I think
a different dynamic.
I think the other stuff that Priest could be doing as well. If he lost it, we got the imploding of the Judgment Day and stuff like that. I just didn't like the ending. It's just pissing me off that he I don't get it storyline, but that's doing its job. What annoyed me more was the crowd.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this riot you were telling me about. Still waiting for it.
Yeah, well, there was a bit of the crowd outside were very vocal about it all. But
so will we have to clash?
Yeah.
So it really pissed me off. Like you're a Scottish fan base, your big time boy is in the main event, and you've got pricks sat there in fucking CM Punk t-shirts, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then they're all
support the fucking home, your home talent.
absolutely,
On home soil.
and they're all shouting and screaming Drew all the way through the match. And then when Punk comes out, they're all shouting CM Punk. Oh, but not all of them, majority of them. And then they caught on the film like CM Punk should not have been able to lean into that crowd for a fucking cuddle.
No.
He shouldn't have been. That's your homegrown talent. Right. So before we run off from Clash, move on to something next. It's pay-per-view, and there's no pay-per-view without... Are we still calling it John versus Dave? Because we don't really bring Dave's up.
Dave doesn't come out for like a month later.
Yeah. So John's...
By the way, he's a dick because he's put over the triple threat match at Battleground as like 2.5 star.
Yeah, fuck
Mate, it was
You're
well
better
better.
than that.
Anyway, I've done my ratings as if you watched for some time. I did do them periodically, and now we're doing streams. I'm doing why we're doing the streams. If I'm on the stream, that is, and I'm not working. I am doing them now because I can concentrate more on the stuff when I'm watching it than watching it on when I'm working. So I've gone Cody AJ 4.5. Probably would have been a 5 star, or five Johns out of 5 if the ending wasn't so pants.
The ending was so bad.
I gave the female tag a 3 out of 5. A 3.5 out of 5. I've give Sammy versus Chad a 4.3. I've give Piper and Bailey a 4. And then I give Drew and Priest a 4.5. If the ending wasn't the way it ended, it would have been a 5 as well. But yeah,
It's
I
me
think
booking decisions.
overall I give the pay-per-view, do you know what, I give the pay-per-view a solid 4.8 out of 5 overall, just short of 5.
Yeah.
If the ending of that, especially the Cody AJ match, don't get me wrong, Punk's ending of Punk pissed me off, but the Cody AJ one, I feel like I sat at the end of that match, we were both on stream, it's like, what?
Yeah, I was the same watching it.
But yeah,
It was weird.
right, what's next on your agenda?
NXT.
Okay.
Got NXT tonight. There is there's not Battleground. There's a Battle Royal. As Cody Rhodes announced last week, it's not just going to be from the NXT locker room. Could be SmackDown, could be Raw. I'm guessing it's more at TNA. Trick versus who? Do you think could be? Who do you want it to be for Heatwave?
So can I do a joke answer and a realistic answer? So
Go on.
Joe Hendry, it'd be amazing, but I don't.
That's not a joke. That's who I was going for.
But
I reckon he'll be in the Battle Royale, but I don't think he's winning.
I think Moose might win, and I think we'll get Moose and Trick.
No, I don't yet. Not just yet.
Matt's gonna hate my answer.
Grado.
Don't say PCO.
Broken Matt Hardy.
Oh, I don't hate that at all.
I'd say that all day.
Yeah, I'd say that.
I just think him and he's going to be on this eater of titles again. Especially now we know they are free agents and able to work anywhere. I think we're getting the broken Matt Hardy deleter of titles. He did. Do you remember Teddy did it just before he came back?
Yeah,
In like Ring of Honor, and did he get the New Japan ones?
He's never done New Japan before. He did TNA. He did Ring of Honor. He was doing everyone. It was great.
Yeah, they literally had
Ring of
everybody's tag team titles and deleted them.
Yeah. I remember watching him.
So yeah, I reckon it'll be Broken Matt Hardy, and I think it'll be like a very odd one. Like he'll show up right at the end. Like there's only 24 men in the ring, and I was like, "What is the 25th man?" And then like Moose will be like celebrating, or somebody will be celebrating that they've won, and Matt will appear behind them.
So have we found out if I'm hoping it's not everyone just in the ring at the start. Is this like a Royal Rumble sort of deal?
No. It's everyone in the ring at the beginning. It's Battle Royal.
I think that will lose. I'm with Teddy. I reckon a Royal Rumble style match would be so much better because
I don't know. Anyway, let me know.
you'd be able to gauge the pop and interest on some of the stars especially from TNA when they're coming in. If you imagine Joe Henry being an entrant and then just stood in the ring,
like you could have it would be great. Like the music hits. Like see his demon, he appears.
or you have
Fucking amazing.
you have Booker talking about wrestlers from because there's a couple of TNA guys in it, and Booker literally says just before the timer goes, would like to see that Joe Henry.
Fucking hope he don't get renewed.
But yeah,
You leave Book alone, shucky quack quack.
No, I hate him. He's awful on commentary. I don't want to hear his voice or him go
no,
on.
I'm with you. I think Booker's just a stopgap till he finds somebody to do it for him. But yeah,
It's been a stopgap for about 4 years.
yeah, because they keep fucking letting people go. Monrano, bring back Monrano. But no, I reckon if they were doing it like a proper Royal Rumble, like one of the commentators mentions Joe Henry's name just before he's due to come in, and as they say Joe Henry, the music hits, and it works in a perfect segment to go say his name and he appears. I reckon we'll see Henry tonight. I think we'll see. I don't think we'll see Moose. I just don't think something's been ironed out yet for Moose.
No, I don't think we'll see Moose. I think we'll see Brian Myers.
I see Brian Myers is one of them ones who I think they'll work with them, but on Impact.
No, I don't.
I think his run. I think from. I don't know. It's just something about Brian Myers from I watch a lot of Major Fig podcasts when WWE's mentioned Brian Myers stays very quiet in the conversation. I don't think he's been left with great taste. Don't get me wrong. Things happen. I think he'd want to work for him in TNA because he's very happy over there.
I don't know.
I think maybe
I'd put the money on it. I'd put money on that he's in there tonight. Him and
Eddie Edwards, 100%.
Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards, 100%. I think we'll see some of the
Rascals will be in there as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I've just clicked the link saying. I've just clicked the link saying WWE have signed. No, sorry, mate. I've just clicked the link saying WWE have signed 3 independent wrestlers. I was like, oh my god, who are they? From 2016.
Yeah.
Matt Damo, Big Damo, Mary Dobson, and Tommy End. Can't wait to see them debut tonight. I
reckon that Tommy End will have a really good gimmick, but it just won't
and they just
quite.
don't know what to do with him on the main roster.
Yeah, this won't quite catch on.
Weird dynamic.
Yeah, just saying. I'm
Yeah,
just saying. No, I reckon we'll have quite a few of the TNA guys coming across.
I hope so.
I'm hoping PCO's one of them.
God no.
Throw a mask on Abyss, put him in it for shits and gigs.
Did anyone watch Against All Odds?
I went to watch it, but the stream kept showing me adverts every couple of minutes, so it pissed me off. So I clicked it away.
Have you clicked the one at the bottom? Is it on that?
I was doing on my iPad, so they're a bit funny about some of the videos.
Well, that's why then.
Some of the
things. But if you do it on the website,
yeah.
It's meant on there. It was a very good event. It was really good.
I did want to watch it.
Which leads me on to the next topic. See how I did that. Jeff Hardy has returned to TNA. Now, we mentioned it on the end of the Clash. I get it's not exactly the Aleister Black signing if they could sign him or someone like that. I get that. However, the TNA is fine. For TNA, it's fine. There's no issues with Jeff Hardy going to TNA and helping them because they need it. They need the bit of a racing boost because they had Tatum Paxton come over from NXT to face Jordan Grace Against All Odds. There was no reaction whatsoever, just like Ash by Elegance was when she came over to Battleground. I'm fine with that.
Choice.
I'm fine with Jeff Hardy.
So go on, mate. You go first. Give me a minute to think what I need to. I know what I want to say, but I can't process it to say it. But yeah, go ahead.
So, for me, Do you know Jeff Hardy? He's the reverse CM Punk, where CM Punk thinks he's still the best. It's the opposite. Everyone else thinks Jeff Hardy's the same Jeff Hardy that's been around for the last 20 years, which he isn't. And I think it's not the... Jeff does it for the payday, which I would. You could ship me off, get me jumping off ladders, like for the money you'll earn. You can do that, and I feel that I want Jeff to retire. Like he sounds horrible, and I don't mean it. And I love Jeff Hardy. He's like one of my favourites from being a kid. But I want to see him retire, man. Like I want him to leave wrestling, go and like be a dad like to his kids, like so because wrestling seems to be the thing that fucks him up. When he's at home on his own with the family, he's fine. When he goes on the road and he's a wrestler, they say that's when the fucking drug habits, the drink habits, sneak back in. And I just think he needs to leave it alone. Like,
I think if Jeff took time away, this is not what I was going to say before, but I think if Jeff took a serious time away and got clean and stayed sober, whatever, Jeff could save his career. I think Jeff could bow out in a very high blaze of glory really well, but I think why Jeff is whatever's going on with Jeff in his mind, whatever, I think that's going to harbour and kill Jeff's history. So we are going to stop, not necessarily we, but I mean we in general will stop remembering Jeff for the spear from the top of the ladders in the TLC match, for the stuff he did early doors with the Hardy Boys, and we're going to start remembering him as DUIs and drug habits and stuff like that. I think if he got clean, took himself away for a while, got clean, sober, stayed clean and sober, got to the point where he knows that the temptation's not going to bother him, I think Jeff could go out, retire on good terms. He could do an Edge or Christian. Look at how Edge and Christian they're run right now. They know themselves, they've not got long, so they're throwing everything in it and they're doing it really well. I think Jeff could. But what I was going to say about Jeff, me, as what I would call a hardcore fan of wrestling, I couldn't give a shit if he's in TNA or not. I don't. But for a part-time, every now and then wrestling fan, it's put eyes on. So Zoe came into the room the other day and she said to me, "Oh my God, Jeff Hardy's now wrestling on TNA." She never watched an episode of TNA in her life. He's like, "Can we watch TNA?" She likes Jeff Hardy. She says, "Can we watch TNA?" I was like, "Yeah." Just putting eyes on for the part-time ones who know Jeff as the guy who speared Edge on the ladder. And that's all they know him for, or the Swanton Bomb. They don't know the dark side. I think you're right. It'll put eyes on him, and I think that's what TNA need more than anything, is eyes and interest again.
Here's an interesting take about it. I think Jeff Hardy is this generation's Jake the Snake Roberts. He's just he's known for his drugs and stuff, which he needs that sort of.
He needs a dally.
He needs a dally. Like everyone needs a dally, though. To be fair, I love Dally. He's such a nice person. But yeah, basically that's my take on it. Sorry, man, I realise we've absolutely, me and John just hijacked your question there, pal. Let's say how you feel. How do you feel about it?
I said it's fine. It's TNA. I've got no issues with it. If it was WWE, I'd have an issue with it. If it was AEW, if he was back on AEW TV in the main event, I'd have an issue with it. It's TNA. They need eyes on it. It's fine. No issues. I've got no issues with it. Let him do what he's doing.
I really hope though they don't get re-signed with WWE like it keeps getting rumoured.
I think the only one that probably would be Matt because of the Wyatt thing.
Don't want him anywhere near it.
Dead quick, because we've rambled on about Clash a lot and CM Punk. EVP storyline. AEW moving on to AEW. EVP storyline. How long can it go on for without it being stale?
I right now I don't think it can go stale, mate, because there's so many opportunities and different things they can do with it. So obviously right now they're running riot.
Yeah, I agree with John. There's so many avenues that it can go down.
If you think
how long before it does?
I think a year. I think you can get another year out of it. Personally,
I think we'll get to the next All In.
yeah.
Yeah, I give it all in.
Done right.
It's done right, but
But you can't know it.
if you think historically though, when you get something good like this, if it's done right, booked right, it can run for a while. NWO till they start to implode. Roman Reigns, The Authority with Seth. If it's booked right, it can run for fucking ages. It's just got to be booked right, and I'm in my head. I'm thinking, how far can they run through with this? And obviously they've got a long-term storyline going because they're going to be waiting for Kenny to return fully fit before this even gets close to finish. But then it's booking. Yeah, it's always going to be them against AEW.
I think that's a good thing though.
But do you know what though? Doing Eric Bischoff with it, align Tony Khan with them, stab them in the back, do that. That's another twist in the tail.
That'd be interesting.
That would be.
Still wouldn't like him, but that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's another twist in the tail. All this time that it's just been a work, but a plan set by them to get, every title, and put now Tony's now booking him into like squash matches where, like.
For the titles, so they've been defended. So.
Yeah. MGF has to have both his arms tied behind his back and blow air blindfold sort of stuff where it matches where he can't lose sort of stuff. But yeah, no, it's if it's not booked right, 12 months. If it's booked right, the doors that the wheels they're oystered as such.
Yeah, I just hope they don't fumble the bag on this one because they've got a really good opportunity to make some ground because it's a really good story.
It's a good story as well to get people that you don't really think are cared by the audience a lot.
Yeah.
To get them into it to be cared.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's the perfect thing for the people that they don't like. They like but they don't want to like. And they want to be every week.
Yeah.
Put them in that group. Because that's what they're there for. They don't give a shit you don't like them.
Yeah, exactly.
The booking himself, it don't matter.
No, agreed. And the TNT title, who's winning?
It's probably Jack Perry.
It's got to be Jack. Yeah. So, do you know something? I've only just reread that question. I thought that question, I've been thinking that question all day, has been who should win the TNA title, and I'm like, I don't even know.
Oh no, I want Nick Nemeth with that, that's too amazing.
Yeah.
Fed up with Moose having that title, it needs to change. Cool. What else did I have? I had one more thing, but we kind of touched on it. Wrestling fans need to stop waiting for the now and wait for the story to play out.
So I agree with you.
That was after the Drew thing.
Yeah, I do. So you just talk it in general. I do agree to a certain point because I like to wait for things, but I also feel like some of the booking guys, they overrun stuff too long or get very close to it. So Wyatt Sicks, for an example, I tuned in last night ready to watch, for them to turn up, and in the first couple of minutes I thought we were going to get a barcode, a QR code. I would have just turned off there and then, because barcode to me last night would have seen they are not debuting. I feel like sometimes you just run it. Wyatt Sicks, I think if they've just dropped it at the perfect point, I think they ran a few more weeks on that, it could have got boring. Where in certain things I'm happy to wait for, don't run it too long. You get what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. It makes, you can have things that go on for too long. Like what was really good was the Bloodline stuff. Like they've made like Cody Rhodes. Cody's story was very well done, and that was how your long-term storybook was the Cody Rhodes thing. So everyone, if you remember, after Mania last year, after Mania last year, we were all like, for fuck's sake, he didn't win. He didn't finish the story, and it made the win this year all that much better. It made that win. Fucking hell, Ted. He made the win this
It
year.
meant more.
It meant a lot more because of that first loss. But yeah, I'd say that's how.
That storytelling was done really well though, because as much as Cody was banging on every week about finishing his story, he never faced Roman in any other match. He took on Brock, he took on Dirty Dom, he did all these different things throughout the year building up to the Royal Rumble, and then that's when it kicked in. And that, for me, that was perfect, because we knew, deep down inside, we knew Cody was going to Mania the win. Well, if it's not, because I've seen something this week I'll mention in a second, and that Cody was going to Mania to win that title, but we didn't get it shoved down our face every week. So we were waiting for it. When's it coming? But I'm alright waiting for this one. Where now the Wyatt Sicks, we're going to use them as an example. They were on TV last night. I know we're going to talk about them in a minute, but they're on TV last night. I don't want to wait 3-4 weeks before I see them again. Spike people's interest. You don't have to put all 5 of them on TV again. Put one of them on attacking somebody again. And
would you have it over different shows or just on the one?
Keep them together on one show for now.
I'm the opposite. I'd like them to go and swarm.
Yeah.
Essentially, is
SmackDown, NXT.
Yeah, you have them swarm across all shows. No one's safe. Everyone's on edge.
Can do. I won't be I won't be annoyed. I just want it to be done right, and I don't want to be waiting around. I don't want to see another QR code now for weeks.
So I've got what I want to play out and how I want it to be booked. Are we just going into it now, or are we?
Yeah, we might as well just go into the Wyatt thing now.
So how I want this to play out, and I think they kind of messed it up a little bit last night with one of the people that got attacked, is it should be a hit list. A hit list. I think, if anything, right, you know, it's the Wyatt Sicks. I think the 6th person should be Wyatt. And say, we don't need Alexa Bliss. Let Bliss do what. Let Bliss be a mom. If he does want that, that's cool. And say, he's basically, this is righting every wrong that happened to Bray. And say, this is what this is. This is the hit
as
list.
in Bray's, like, obviously Bray's the 6th. Would you have it, like, obviously, from what I gather from that, is Bray's a presence in it. Where Uncle Howdy's talking to him.
Yeah.
Saying, this is what we do next, this is where we go, this is who we get there on the hit list kind of thing. Is that what?
Yeah, like that sort of.
Like that, yeah. I love that idea. That idea is sick.
So you have him. So you've got everyone that's wrong Bray. So you've got Randy Orton. You've got Braun Strowman's in there. You've got who else is the John Cena. You've got Undertaker. These people can come back. Like I know they're retired, like Undertaker and things like that are retired, but you can have them be attacked by the Wyatt Sicks. And say you can.
Taker would be the only one I wouldn't have them touch.
Yeah, I wouldn't have them.
Just after one of the last encounters, the last thing Bray did.
That was
Taker untouched.
Yeah, because fair.
Have them encounter with Taker. Have them encounter Taker, but have them sort of go like Taker be in the ring. Somebody be in the ring with Taker. Let's say I'm just gonna pick a name out of the air. Orton's in the ring with Taker, whatever reason, and they're there for Orton, but we don't know they're there for Orton. They all on the ring and they all go in, but they literally go for Orton. They don't touch Taker. Taker doesn't touch them. Taker just walks away and respects them and what they're doing because of who it is.
I'd like Taker, Taker in the back, like we saw the other night. Say, just an example, we go to SmackDown at the end of the show, we see the exact same thing because the QR code's been showing up on SmackDown as well and NXT. Taker's in the gorilla position. Everyone else has been took out. Taker's the only one that stood there on his own. Not been touched.
Stare down. Have a stare down between him and
yeah.
I'm not old sold that it's Uncle Howdy, by the way. I think we're going to get. He's got the gimmick there. I think we're going to get a new name for that character. I think we're going to know him as Deadmare. I think he's going to wrestle as Deadmare myself. But yeah, it's just a stare down, and that's all we see from them. We don't get no punches thrown, anything. Just a complete stare down between him and Taker, and that's it.
But that's what that's how I'd like. It's the Wyatt Sicks are there to right every wrong that's happened to Bray.
I like
That's
it.
why they're there.
I like
to
it.
start with, and then they can move on to their own thing afterwards. But I think the first 12 months are very important with this. As I said, I think the first 12 months, if they're the Wyatt Sicks, the hit list, as I say, I've always there's a really good. I'm not going to say his name because he'll let go from a certain wrestling community channel for being a dickhead. I'd say, but he did some fantasy booking, and he did it really well. He told the Fiend story and how the Fiend should have been, which the Fiend you were chalking lit people off on the walls, and it's just I like the idea of you give this group a clear directive to start with. Is they are there to honour Bray's legacy and right every wrong that's ever been with Bray, and say that's how this starts, and they're listening to Bray. The spirit of Bray is talking to Uncle Howdy, Dead Mare, whichever. To be fair, I'd like Uncle Howdy to be one character, Dead Mare to be the wrestler.
I would.
Say separate them both.
Yeah.
And say
Split personality.
Yeah, and say because then the Uncle Howdy character, which is quite spooky and you keep him out of the ring, you keep him separate from Dead Mare, and say Dead Mare can lose a match, Uncle Howdy can't really. So
that's it. They've got to protect him. I like your idea. Don't get me wrong. If that's the way it's booked, I'd absolutely love it. I like the way they did it last night. That nobody is safe. Nobody. Yeah. I mean, Triple H was laid out. Bruce Pritchard was let. Nobody is safe, and that's the way that the last couple of promos have been. You know, the QR codes, like no one is safe.
No one's safe.
Yeah, I doesn't care. I don't want to hit. It's not that I don't want to hit list and stuff, because I like the idea of them, going after people that wronged Bray down the line. But at the same point, I like the thought of what we got next week. We got Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman, and Chad Gable in the ring. Like, they could just randomly just turn up and attack them. I would like to see some interaction with, if you do the wrong and rights, where if they did attack them, they left Braun because of who he is and what his tie is to them. That'd be another one.
Yeah, but he wronged Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, but they leave him for now, but he's not safe, and he knows he's not safe.
He was one of them that was knocked out, though.
Was he?
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah.
Yeah,
upset.
There you go. There you go. That shows, because everybody thought the way he's looking as well at the moment. Everybody thought he's going to be a member.
The notable victims, I've got a list there that Sean Massat put on. The people that took out, the noticeable ones, were Triple H, Chad Gable, Gunther, Seth, Dom, Bruce, Io, Ilya, and Carlito, and Braun Strowman. Now there's a link between them, bar two.
Carlito and Io.
Ilya and Bruce. Do you know what the link is?
I've not got a clue.
Ted, you said you knew before. Did you know?
I had it, and then I can't remember it.
So, Carlito, what's he recently just done?
Betrayed the
LWO. Io, what's she recently just done?
Oh, betrayals, yes.
Dom.
Right.
Betrayed his dad.
Seth.
Roman.
Yeah.
Shield.
Gunther. What's his
Vinci.
face? Vinci, thank you.
Gable.
The Alpha Academy
last time. Triple H. Evolution.
DX and Evolution.
And yeah. That's a Strowman.
The Wyatts.
That's the link. Bar Bruce. I don't know what Bruce is. I think Bruce was just there because he was in. Everyone knows he's in Gorilla anyway.
Bruce
and Ilya
for whatever. Hasn't Bruce?
Oh, he did. He betrayed Taker.
Yeah.
He did. So then there's just Ilya, who must have betrayed someone in NXT. I don't know, but I think that's what everyone came up with on Twitter. Was like, there's a link, and it's they're all betrayed someone.
I want to go out on a limb and say Ilya probably betrayed Gunther in NXT UK when he came through or something like that.
Maybe.
I think he was a kid he betrayed,
But look, it was such a good way
It
of
was.
bringing it back.
Do you know what?
So,
I watched it live, right? And 4 o'clock, nearly 4 o'clock in the morning over here in the UK. I'm sat in my bed, eating a packet of cheese and onion crisps. Don't tell anyone. And I'm like, I've seen Uncle Howdy in silhouettes all around the arena all night. Just had Jey Uso, and then it went off, and I was like, they're doing Fiend style, and I had goosebumps straight away. And then it all went dark. You could see, well, as it was going dark, you could see Pat and Michael Cole acting all like, oh my god, it's going dark, what's going on? Then the door opens, and then this woman just crawls out, shit scared. I was like, oh my god, this is the kind of shit I love. I love horror films as well, so this is like me.
yeah.
And then it played out the way it did. I had goosebumps when Uncle Howdy, you could see the smile on his face when he came out and the crowd cheered. Obviously, he's going to play it in, but I feel like that was a bit of a... It's gone down well.
I said this to Matt before we started. I got a bit teary-eyed when he came out and they cheered. And
I
the
did.
Big song.
I did.
I didn't
The
even,
Alex just hit
Do you know what? I was going to live stream Raw as well last night and I decided not to. I wish I friggin' did.
I didn't even need them to come out, mate. I didn't need to see nobody. I was holding back. I watched this afternoon literally just before we come on. And I was holding back the emotions. Just having that music in that door, that was enough for me. That was enough for me. For a split second, like for a very, very short, not even a full second, my brain went, he's back. And I was like, no, hang on, he can't be back. In my head,
I
I'm like...
said this to Matt, right? It's the smallest part of me, like, in my soul, like, has been like, with the mental mind of Bray Wyatt, did he fucking fake his death? And everything's, all this, it's just been a massive, like, kayfabe's dead. Like, this is Bray saying it's fucking not, and he comes out, and I was like, and I know in myself, I'm not that delusional, but I was the same when when he started playing the single note and the door were there. I was like, is it him? And then obviously Nikki Cross called out, and it was still sick. But I'm very much like you. I was like, that small part of me thought, is this him?
I was laying on the sofa, I sat up and everything fine, and just like, he's back. And then I was like, no, he's not. But give it time. I liked everything about the return. There's nothing I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Like, I'm so in.
Done perfect.
I'm so ready in it. I want to see, because obviously I'll be getting Bliss as part of the member. There's so much stuff that's floated around recently about him as well. Well, since I started doing all the QR codes and the documentary and stuff, obviously one of the rumours is we're led to get that the Fiend's coming back as well as one of them. So
I'd be interested if they're going to get to play the Fiend.
So this is where I'm thinking, like, obviously she didn't come back last night. Does she come back as a split personality? And when she wrestles, for some reason, she's the one that's possessed by Bray. She's the one that talks to Bray, and she does the whole Firefly Funhouse thing as Alexa. But when she wrestles, she's wearing a female version of the Fiend's mask.
I like that idea.
I like that.
I want it dark. I want this dark.
Yeah.
I want it paranormal. I want it like he does on YouTube. I want that kind of stuff. I know it's PG and you can't go over that.
It's got to be psychotic.
I want it dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the sanity idea. Like, they were just all crazy people. Like, just attacking people. That's what I want to see. Like, I do want the hit list. I think the hit list good.
I would love to see it cut to the back and Alexa sat in a paragram. Is it a paragram?
Oh,
the devil. You know when you do like
symbol.
Ouija? Yeah. She sat in the middle of it with all the candles around her, and then all the Wyatts, the Wyatt Sicks, whatever they're called, they're all people around her, and she's talking to Bray through it.
Not even that, mate.
I want it that dark.
Mate, it could even go bad. They could really, if you want to make a full homage to him, cuts to the back, it's just her in a rocking chair. And
Yeah,
whenever
see that as well.
she sits in the
Yeah,
rocking
yeah.
chair, the only time she can communicate and talk with him is when she's sitting in the rocking chair.
I wouldn't have her sitting in it. I'd have her sat on the floor opposite it.
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
to her.
Yeah. The rocking chair's rocking by itself. The only thing lighting the room
Yeah.
is a lantern. The lantern's got to play a big key part to this entire group. The only thing lighting that room is a lantern. And she's just sat there talking to the chair that's rocking by itself.
Yeah.
And all we
Like the
hear...
urn for Taker.
Huh?
With the lantern is like the urn when
Yeah.
the Taker had his powers kind of thing.
And all you hear is her going, yeah, okay, yeah, and then like a little psychotic laugh, and then the rest come out from the shadows, and she just goes, you know what we need to do, and that's it.
Yeah.
The little glitchy, literally, do you know what though? Drop it in the middle of a match. Don't be afraid to interrupt a match. So let's say next week you've got that triple threat match. Have a glitchy thing, and it's them like lurking about in the background, and then it cuts off. Play with the pictures and the everything as well. Like have a like it glitch and
Have some fun with it.
Yeah.
As well.
Have a glitch cut to nowhere, not even a back room, like in just in a darker room, and there's somebody bloodied and messed up, and there's Harper Rowan stood there with the bludgeon hammer, and that's all we see of it. We don't know anything more. I don't even have the commentators talk about when they see this guy. What was that? I don't know. So much they could do with it, and I think they've got this is one of the things they've got to drop the PG title with.
Well, they've been pushing it, like Pat's been calling Strowman like the big son of a bitch.
Like 8 times when he walked out.
You were on it last night. You said it about 4 times in the entrance. Like you were proper on it.
And another 4 times during the match.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Vince a bit. Oh, sorry, man, I'd be having an heart attack right now.
Yeah.
I also think as well, don't make merch for kids for it with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I like that.
As much as I'm going to love getting the figures when they come, don't do figs for a very long time for them. Don't make merch for kids.
Yeah.
I want them figs. Them figs are getting 100%. Even though I don't collect, I say them figs are getting copped.
I would have held off on doing t-shirt merch for them as well. I wouldn't have done any merch for them for absolute ages.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either.
Starved us of the merch for ages.
I do want the merch though.
And if you want
the t-shirts on payday.
But this is
100%.
my sick what mine. If you order one of them t-shirts and that's the only thing you order, it comes like you order something off the dark web.
Yeah, with a
There's
QR
like
code in it.
Yeah, a QR code in it and a
QR
little
code.
like a note looks like it's been written in blood. Like thank you for believing in us, and a QR code that takes you to a special thing that you can only get if you buy
Doing
that
that one of
merch.
us kind of thing.
That'd be sick. Why aren't we working for trips? Yo, here's up, bro. Like, here's your.
We have John Cena's favourite podcast, so if you're listening, John.
But yeah,
Exactly.
there's so much
I'd
magic
be
to be
up.
done with this group alone. I'd say I'm interested to see what they do with Bliss. There's probably a reason, as I said to Zoe before, people forget she didn't just
No
have a
surgery,
baby.
actually.
She didn't just have a baby. She was off for melanoma cancer as well on her nose.
Yeah, so she's wearing a mask thing at the moment for her face, so that's probably why she's not been on there.
But that's it. They can bring her back and wear the mask, but make it a fiend mask when she has to wear it.
She probably don't want it. She probably just wants it to heal so she can come back and give it everything.
Yeah. And I think as well, though, not bringing her back is going to add an extra, because she's ready. I've seen pictures of her. She's looking ready. But not bringing her back with them adds a little bit more of, where's Alexa?
So, sorry to interrupt. This is how good this debut is. I've just had a mate who's not even into wrestling text me and went, that Bray Wyatt group introduction yesterday is sick, and that's from someone that's not even a wrestling fan, and say that's come across that on TikTok and sent that over. So that's how good that debut was last night. You've got people that aren't even wrestling fans saying how good it is. But yeah, sorry for interrupting. That's literally
alright.
just popped up on my phone I say as we're doing this, I've got to mention that because that's mad.
But that's what they need to do. That's what this is going to create. It's going to create more eyes because you're going to get the ones that are into like horror and stuff like that. Are going to see this group floating around online, like on TikTok, and go, "What the fuck's this?" And that's wrestling. What? And then tune in to see what this weird group's all about. It's going to be great. Booked in the right way.
With that, because I'm thinking for time.
Yeah.
I asked you, moving away from the Bray Wyatt thing and the Wyatt Sicks, I asked you to name. I thought we'd do a bit of a segment towards the end. Five favourite things.
The fella's top 5.
Last week we had
5 matches of Ricochet.
5 matches you want to see from Ricochet. Yes. This week, I asked you to. Originally it was YouTubers, but I struggled a little bit, so I've changed it to your favourite 5 Intercontinental Champions of all time. Going from 5 to 1.
So,
We'll start with Ted.
Okay, so my 5 is Jeff Hardy, Razor Ramon, peace, Randy Savage, The Miz, and then Gunther has to be my top.
Miz is a good one, you know. Mine are number 5 is Randy Savage. Number 4 is Randy Orton
Oh,
in 2004.
Orton's run was good. Yeah.
Yeah, his matches with Mick Foley as well. Number 3, I originally was Edge. You mentioned Shawn Michaels. I can't put Edge over Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels in the Continental Championship run was so much better. Number 2 was Chris Jericho. Just any of them. Jericho. Especially the one, his run with Ray in 2009 was probably
Yes, yeah.
was probably one of his best ones. And then number 1's Gunther. I don't think I did not enjoy one Gunther match. I enjoyed every single one of them. Every one of them was bangers. After banger. After banger.
After banger. After banger.
John? I know you're doing yours off the fly.
Yeah, bear with me now. I have to tweak what it was. So I go number 5. I'm going to go Warrior. Ultimate Warrior. Just trying to think now in order. 4, even though he's my favourite wrestler, Eddie Guerrero. Just because anything Eddie does was great.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, you have to stop your RVD, yeah, that's fair play.
3.
Shit, RVD.
RVD. He's just on my list now. 2, Chris Jericho. Because one of my favourite eras of wrestling, it was Chris Jericho, Angle China, for the Continental title.
Yep.
It's one of my favourite segments. And then number 1, unfortunately, it's got to be Gunther on it. You can't.
Unfortunately.
No, I mean it for everybody else in the list. Like, I haven't put Razor Ramon in there, but for me, Razor Ramon, it was a little bit before I got fully into wrestling. I know Razor Ramon more for WCW than I do WWF at the time.
Yeah.
But I know obviously iconically he had it for so long and lost to the 1-2-3 kid and stuff like that. That's why I interpret it wrong. If we did it the other way around, Razor would have been on it for me. But yeah, Gunther is he's head and shoulders above the rest. Like Matt said, there wasn't many matches between him he was in that I didn't enjoy in his reign.
No, he was sick. He was so good.
Yeah. There was never one that you went, that was crap, that. Every single one of them was meant. Shout outs to RVD. I forgot about RVD, to be fair. Jeff Jarrett, his title reign.
Yeah.
As much as it fucking pains me to say it, because people are going, you not mentioned him. Bret Hart, Bulldog,
I didn't want to
Triple H, Stone Cold Rock, people like that. Jeff Hardy, you've already mentioned, didn't you? You mentioned Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff's in my top 5.
Wade Barrett had a few good runs. Unfortunately, it was in a part of a career where the Intercontinental title was used as a pre-show act.
Pat Patterson. He made
Pat
it.
Patterson,
If it weren't for
first
Pat
ever Intercontinental
Patterson,
champion.
we wouldn't have the title it is today.
Christian held it. I had one in my head and I was really... Kofi. And Biggie.
Kofi was sick.
Dolph.
Cody.
Dolph was there. Cody. Yeah.
The one with his mask where it were stunning. It were.
Yeah, when he brought the white title back.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need that back. But yeah, and obviously the latest one, Sami Zayn, people like that. I think we can all agree that Gunther's was the best one though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brilliant.
Well, our favourites.
Yeah.
I think it'd probably be the best one as well, to be quite honest with you.
I think if we were going down as like it'd be best to hold it, not necessarily our favourites. Yeah, it's got to be between him and Pat. It's the best ever held it. Him and Pat Patterson. They put it. Pat put it on the picture. Gone for resurrected it.
Yeah.
Tell you what is quite interesting out of all that is none of us put the honky tonk man at sea. And I'm happy to hear that because he was a dog shit champion. That held it for way too long.
Billy Gunn?
Billy Gunn only held it for about 30 days in total. It's mad.
Yeah. And Road Dogg held it as well. Goldust. Roddy Piper.
Roddy, man. Steamboat.
Was before my time properly though.
Steamboat,
yeah. His match with Savage was sick.
For that title. You would like them two, like, if you remember WrestleMania 3, everyone, Khali was the other one. If you think about it, with Khali, with that Steamboat and Savage match, that was the Hogan Andre match was on that card, and I'd probably say the Savage matches looked more fondly remembered than the Andre match. I'd probably say.
It's because Hogan was in the other one.
Yeah. It was Andre's last proper match, bless him.
But yeah. End of pod.
In the pod?
Yeah.
End of pod.
In the pod.
Yeah. That's how it's finishing it, guys. That's all we're going to do.
That's it.
Bye.
That's it.
But no. I had something I wanted to say to you and I forgot. Yeah, no, I don't. I can't remember. But that's the end of the pod. That's the end of the pod. Thank you for tuning in again. Like I mentioned earlier on, if you want to get something nice from the store, you've got the affiliate. As you can see, it's in the link below. And you can see below us as well. All our social medias, go and give us a follow and like and all them. Hit the subscribe button and the bell while you're there, because we're going live pretty much now every pay-per-view going right through.
Yep.
So I'm hoping this doesn't mirror, because we can all start to learn to point in the right directions. But yeah, so hit the subscribe and like button here if you're watching us. Hit the thumbs up. Obviously that bell will let you know when we are ready to go live. Our next live, as we mentioned earlier on, is Forbidden Door, then Money in the Bank, and then Spring Break. Heat Wave. So yeah, they're already on there. Hit the alerts, get in the wait, queue up and wait for them already. Whatever you can do. Join the chat when we are live. It'd be great. But till next time, fellas. Peace out. Ted, do you want to close the show?
Yeah, and everyone have a great week, and always remember to tell someone you love them. Have a great week, guys. Peace.